So I want to talk about 3-touch training in 3 days. And we found this to be very effective in a rural setting. We've talked previously about the 3-touch rollout, which can be anywhere from 6 to 12 months because it includes the event training plus the weekly rollout with the 3/3 going through the commands. And each of those is, about 3 months each, 2 to 3 months each. But in a rural setting, we have found in different parts of Latin America and Asia that 3 touches in 3 days can be accomplished to identify and raise up teams. And so it's a very, very similar to the 3 touches, it's just taking place in 3 days. So, you've got the event training on the first touch where you've got the swarm team that's modeling the training. So the people that are coming from the outside are leading 100% and others are watching. And then in the evening, there is a practice for people who want to come and practice. And so people will opt to come in that evening and be modeled and practiced. And oftentimes it'll go from one training, the first one, to you'll have 2, 3, 4 trainings the next day. So on the next day, again, you've got another event training, but this time it's an assist where the swarm team that came in is doing 50% or less, and the locals that practiced the night before are doing 50% or more. And then that evening they have another practice where the modules are modeled and they're practicing, and this time they might get even more training practices going so that the next day, however many practices you have, that's how many trainings you have on the third day. And they've got another event training, but this time the lead trainers are just watching and they're doing 0 and the locals are leading 100%. And then afterwards you've got the team and they've set God-sized goals for 3 to 6 months of training and harvest engagement, of sharing the gospel and engaging lostness. But what we've noticed in a few cases, particularly in South America, is that we've got anywhere from 3 to 5 trainings being led by locals that had never led one before day 1. And that if we have multiple languages, like tribal languages or village languages, that the training is being translated by day 3. Another thing we're noticing is that, at first, especially some leaders, they're a little bit resistant to what we're doing the same thing 3 days in a row. And so on day 2, there might be a little bit of murmuring or complaining, but by day 3, they see the value of the repetition and that people weren't just there to receive knowledge and information, they were there to receive skills. In one example, a 3-touch and 3-day training in a country in South America, I think 120 people were trained in 3 touches in 3 days in 2 locations. And within 5 weeks, those people left and trained over 2,000 believers and saw over 500 baptisms and 200 group or church starts out in the harvest. So the important thing is going back 3 to 6 months later and really fortifying it with 4 fields, intensive training, like a combination of the intensive and the mid-level to really fortify it with the biblical principles. And some leadership and coaching. But we're seeing that this can be an effective way to roll out the training in rural areas and potentially in other urban areas where people have the commitment and the time to go through this.